Hello, so it's Sunday morning, 7:36. So I'm at the supermarket. I'm going to get some mushrooms and tomato because I'm going to have egg, bacon, tomato and mushroom breakfast minus the bread. I've got to cut out the bread. And then I've got something else to show you. Okay, back, got my produce, making sure, oh that's turned down. The registers at the self-serve have changed. I haven't used them for a long time, to be honest, because I haven't needed to. And yeah, talking about technical, I mean, I might do a YouTube channel on a laptop, but that doesn't mean I'm not otherwise technically challenged. So, but I got through it anyway. This is the song. This is the song. Hang on, I'll just show you. Where is it? This is my latest thing that I like, and I picked this up from TikTok because I like this part here. Oh, hang on, I can't shit. I want to put this on YouTube and it'll do some copyright thing. It won't let me, I'd have to mute it during the process of editing, so what's the point of actually showing you or playing it? Remember, I've still got something to show you. My coffee, my tomato, mushroom, eggs and bacon. So that's a breakfast of champions. Bing! This is what I wanted to show you. This is what I was saying, I've got something to show you. This is my, get a chair. This is my new Shoei GT Air 3. As you can, I got this yesterday. Haven't even peeled that off the visor yet. So I'm pretty excited about it. Here's my open-faced Shoei. Anyway, with this one, this has got a Sena integrated intercom system. And hang on, push that up, the visor comes down there. Probably didn't go all the way because my hand was in the way. But yeah, so it's supposed to be very high tech. Here's the funny thing. Now, my RA, I think that's how you pronounce them, I had for maybe 3 years. So anyway, I'd noticed that the cheek padding had sort of become looser, just in general inside the helmet was looser, not a tight fit. So I thought, and originally I thought, you know what, the other helmet with the GoPro on it is heavy, particularly at the front where the GoPro is. It's heavy if I want to do the ride-in with the GoPro mounted there. So anyway, I went and looked at helmets yesterday, and so I'd already seen this online, got it at AMX, went into their website, had a look at other helmets, went down yesterday, had a look at other helmets. So anyway, there is also a Shoei GT Air 2, and I lifted that up and I noticed that, because I have a small head, small size, but I noticed I picked up the GT Air 2 helmet, and then I picked up, albeit it was a medium size helmet of the Air 3, and noticed it was a little bit heavier. So anyway, I was talking to a salesman and I asked him why the difference, apart from the fact that this particular helmet at the time, or the one that was on the shelf, was a medium size. And he was talking about how rules and regulations for helmet manufacturing had changed, guidelines for safety, adding different things, etc. So whether or not he was just making that up, well, not making it up, but just stretching the truth, I don't know, because anyway, I ran into a friend at a service station when filling up the bike, and he was filling up his Ducati. And literally it was coincidence that, I saw him at the petrol station, and I liked his helmet. He's got a carbon fibre helmet. Anyway, so I liked it and commented on it, and he said it was 1,300 gram. And now my RA helmet, I think that's probably about 1,600 gram. Anyway, so moving forward, this is 1,600 grams. So I'm a little bit disappointed that it is not, quite a bit lighter. Because like I said, I noticed that the GT Air 2 was lighter, and apparently that's 1,500 gram, maybe 1,500. So if you look at it, I think the butter we have, as my wife said, the butter container of butter that we have is 500 gram. So that's half a kilo. 1,000 gram is a kilo. So effectively, this helmet is 1.6 kilos, whereas the Air 2 is 1.5 or 1.5. Look, I don't put it on with my other one, the RA with the intercom. I don't put it on and, it's like too much on my neck or anything like that. But when I put the GoPro on its mount at the front, you definitely feel the difference in weight. Like, it just feels like you can feel the weight at the front of the helmet, around here, and it just feels like it just pulls down maybe a little bit. Others may have a different experience, but that was my thoughts anyway. So so where would I peel this off? I'll peel it off. It's down here, I think. Here we go. For the viewers, brand new, hasn't been peeled off until now. So there you go. So I'm happy with that. It's a beautiful looking helmet. To charge the intercom, right there, hang on, turn around, right there is where you charge it. Get a closer look. Right there. I hope you can see it in the light. So you've got controls there and a control there. So I've got it came with instructions. They fitted it for me, which I was happy with. What I do like about it is, with a lot of helmets, with my RA helmet, I've got a Kato intercom system with it. Got a Kato intercom system with it. So I fitted that myself, albeit I didn't do a great job at the start, and I was having issues with hearing MP3s, etc. Or, my wife would put her helmet on and I'd install, so I'd install the Kato on hers, and we tried the telephone and I was having trouble hearing it. I had the volume maxed, and we took it back. I think I might have been at work and my wife and son took it back, and it turns out that the earpiece, not the microphone, but the earpiece, I had dug all the way, buried it all the way back in there. And then once he fixed that problem, he showed me, he pulled on my other helmet, he pulled it out, he pulled the padding out, the cheeks padding out, took the material cover off it and put it where it should have been, where it was actually designed for, because it had this little mould dugout thing. And mate, beautiful. Everything worked beautiful from there. So anyway, but going back on this helmet, what I like about it is, because it is specifically designed with the intercom isn't already installed. They install it for you, or you can install it, and you know, it's a pain. You know, anyone who has installed an intercom in their helmet, they will know it's just a nuisance. Pull padding out, pull liners out, whatever, or you maybe not pull. You pull the padding out. Here, the cheek pads. You won't necessarily pull the lining out, but you'll have to feed cables underneath it. It's just a nuisance. So anyway, they done that for free, and I was watching him do it. And what I liked about it is because it's designed with the intercom in mind, it's much easier. They've got the mold inside. It's got molded spacings for your earpiece and your microphone, which really appealed to me. So anyway, so have a small ride today. Give it a test. Obviously with the tinted visor that comes down. Hang on, see if it's gonna. Oh, it's that way, is it? Yeah. Ouch, on my fingers. But anyway, give that a go. I've never really been for helmets like that, but it's kind of getting to the stage where when I'm riding, if I want to clearly, 100% clearly see the odometer, the speedo odometer, I need my prescription glasses. I can ride easily without prescription glasses. I can even kind of make out the numbers. When I say kind of, I can make out the numbers. It's just that tiny bit blurry. So I prefer wearing glasses. Just to, like I said, make it 100%. But yeah, distance-wise, I haven't got an issue whatsoever without glasses. Even close, I haven't got an issue. It's just reading little letters and numbers and all that, as you would, you know, if you're wearing reading glasses, reading a book or whatever in front of you. It's exactly like that. So, you know, so it's going to be a case of if I'm riding at night, even though I've never really had a problem riding at night with my tinted visors on. This is just another option. So, and you know, for the expense of it, I'm going to make it work. So, anyway. So one thing I realised, I thought while it's hooked up, the intercom is charging up. Our array of wires, cables there. Yeah, so I thought to myself, after I stopped the last footage, was that I didn't know how charged up the intercom was. You know, basically the guy installed it and we hooked up my phone to the intercom / helmet while we were there before we walked out, and just to show that it hooks up and that it works. And then yeah, just before I thought, hang on, I don't know how much charge is in the intercom, so while I'm getting ready, I'll let some charge go into it. Okay, here I go. Helps to put it in neutral. Take some getting used to. Here goes my glove. I'll turn that off. Have to reach down for the glove. So, my reading glasses don't quite sit as comfortably as the open face, but I think that's maybe I didn't give time to adjust. The intercom is really good. I'm hoping you can hear me with the full face on. I might give more commentary back home. Yeah, so overall it's going to take some getting used to, because I'm not used to having two visors, and I am a fidgeter. Like I might end up, even with the open face, I'll once in a while adjust my glasses. They may have slipped out of place a little bit. Now I don't know if it's because of I put this on underneath the helmet. That was an added addition to the helmet, to the package that I got. Didn't help that I was adjusting my gloves and the bloody button came undone, so all this cool air was going up my arm. Yeah, but it does feel comfortable to wear. So the intercom I haven't had any issues with in terms of connectivity. So anyway, I'm going to go home now. So one thing I just noticed is that the visor, the tinted visor isn't very straight over my nose, but I think the helmet is straight. So yeah, that's probably something that I'm going to have to look at. Not that it sort of makes a big difference or interferes. Anyway, home goes. Sick. Fucking chin thing. It's not easy getting the helmet off with that on. It's easily removable. 60-kilometre ride to Emerald, Melbourne, Victoria, just to test out the visor. Anyway, so now this actually still remains one of my favourites for, lift that up, for my Shield Indian motorcycle. I've never been an open face rider, but I've never had the big Shield. You know, I've had my sports bikes over the years. I had an adventure tourer with Shields, but as anyone knows, you know, you're up high and the Shield is way down there. So ever since having the Shield on the Indian, I do love riding with that. It's comfortable. When I need to, I'll bring the visor down, which the majority of the time I do have the visor down because it does give more protection than you think. This one, now, this, I'm still going to use this. This will be my go-to if I want to do GoProing from the chin of the helmet. You might hear our dog Missy, the Staffy, whinging. Now, just quickly in terms of comparison between the intercom systems, you got that. That's a Sena. This is a Kato. Now the Kato still is very good. There are things I've got to read up about this one. I've got to read the instructions or YouTube instructions. Usually they have some kind of a YouTube thing. But anyway, I've got to get back to that in terms of the instructions, in terms of operational ways. This one, now it is a very good unit in terms of listening to music, listening to radio, listening to MP3s, telephone calls, receiving, making. It's good. Would I say it's brilliant? I'll just say it's very good. I have had connectivity issues with the Kato, with this particular intercom. It'll say, I'll turn it on, I've got the helmet on and the speakers, I'll hear in the speakers that the intercom's connected, and then I go to play MP3s and nothing, and then all of a sudden it'll disconnect on its own, and then it'll connect again for the second time, and then you can listen to MP3s. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. And also, you can probably see the dog in the footage. Also, I'll be riding along and giving instructions or singing or whatever, and all of a sudden it'll switch right over to the radio, which, if you're in an area where radio activity is lousy, obviously you want to switch over to MP3s pretty quickly. So I've got to work all that out with this. I've got to watch the instructions on YouTube or read the instructions, see what's going on with that. In terms of comfort, the Air 3, the GT Air 3 is very good. It's very comfortable. Mind you, this is very comfortable too. Going on weight, okay, so I would say they're about the same, to be honest. Yeah, they're about the same. This one is a feather. That's a feather. But anyway, so I gave it a good go. There's no way I want to put my GoPro on this. There's nowhere at the front to put it. I don't want to put it on the side here because I think that would A, look ridiculous, and B, to have some kind of an extending arm to bring it around here would be a nuisance, and I don't really want to just, I don't know. But at the moment, I'm happy to use that for the GoProing, and that for when we're using the GoPro on the handlebar, or just riding and not even GoProing. And obviously this, of course, this is perfect for the warm day. Not so perfect for the warm day because with the full face, the visor down, you get no airflow. But you can have you could have the visor up. You got the protection of the shield, so you could have this visor up, and you could have that tinted one down, and you will get some kind of airflow. So that's a very good option. Again, I actually enjoy using that on a hot day, warm day. This one, not so much on a warm day because you have no secondary visor. So as soon as this one goes up, you got that one going up, that visor down, so you're fine. This one, that visor can go down, you're fine. This one, that visor goes up, you got no secondary visor. So with the Indian, I've got the shield protection, but on the Boulevard, you're squinting because you've got wind just smashing you right in the face. So anyway, I don't think there's anything else. Is there anything else? I don't think so. So thank you for watching. I hope I've helped, and please continue watching my vlogs. Thank you. Hello, I'm back. So I did read these little instructions that came with the that was in the box that the intercom came with. And in it did say to download the Sena intercom app, or the Sena Motorcycle Intercom app, which I did. So see here, right there. So you just tap on it, tap on it, and then quick guide. You choose what you've got. I've got the that one. Then you got the option. This seems to be the same, I think, because on the box it says SRL3, and you can see on the top there, and then it's also on the box says SRL mesh. So I think they both say the same thing. Anyway, and then it has instructions. So you can get FM radio, make phone calls with my Cardo. What I did is I just pushed a button and I say call Rona, and the intercom would call Rona. This one, it says, I've got to read the instructions again, but I think it said something about hold one of the buttons for a few seconds, or say hey Siri or hey Google, call Rona. So it's all going to be trial and error, most likely. So yeah, all on the app. There you go. Thank you.